head coach. So it's in Spanish. Everything's in Spanish. So that's really great. So I can talk as long as I want. I think you'll understand me better this way. So this is better for us. So the game had a very offensive first half. We were very accurate in our shots. We controlled the first quarter thanks to a rhythm. In the second quarter, Real Madrid pushed harder. It was quite even and a very open game. Attacks ruled over defense. In the second half, defense systems improved. Both teams began to work, but we were there. In the third quarter, we lost by 1 point. Until then, they were always lagging behind. And that's the moment when the game broke up. It's been a tight game, a close game. We've done a good job as a team. And in this regard, I'm happy with my team. We didn't do an outstanding game, but we could compete good, and we worked until the end. Any questions for the head coach? Please say your name and your media. Javier Fernández Lillo, tercer equipo. All the games you've won have been at home, but you haven't won any game outside your court. What's wrong with your team when you play away? Well, that's the thing. We are not winning away. It depends on against who we are talking. We are playing against. Real Madrid, Panathinaikos. They are good teams. We play better at home in our court. But what's the matter? This is a very general question. I think we are competing, we are playing well, especially at Euroleague. But in general terms, it's true that we've won the games we've won. We are having some problems in ACB League. Agencia F, you've been there almost 35, 37 minutes at a very high rhythm. You are playing every 48 hours. Are these 3 first months of competition being a burden for you? We are rookies in this competition. We have some difficulties given the distance we have to travel, and we are there. I think the team doesn't have the experience to play this rhythm or this level of competition with so many games in a row. Also, losses have an impact. Euroleague is a very demanding competition, and this adds up. So we are gaining experience. Of course, it's a burden playing in such a short period of time. We play every week 2 games, so this is hard, and it's hard for us. If we play from Thursday to Sunday, we can improve our physical level, but that's it. Any further questions? That's it. So thank you very much.
just a boy with a broken toy, all lost and gone. So it's here I stand as a broken man, but I found my friend. Now I'm falling down through the crashing sound, and you come around, and you rush to me, and it sets us free. So I fall to my knees. So say Geronimo, 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 sounds right, sounds right, sounds right, say Geronimo. I'm hurting, baby. I'm broken down. I need your loving, loving. I need it now. When I'm without you, I'm something weak. You got me begging, begging. I'm on my knees. I wanna be needing your love. I just wanna be deep in your love, and it's killing me when you're away. Oh, baby, 'cause I really don't care where you are. I just wanna be there where you are, and I gotta give one little taste. Your sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? I'm right here, 'cause I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Your sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Hey, my broken pieces, you pick them up. Don't leave me hanging, hanging. Come give me some. When I'm without you, I'm so.
Good evening. Let's begin with Pablo's assessment of the game. Good evening. First of all, congrats to the guys on the win. It's been a game that at the beginning they were very precise, sometimes due to our mistakes, and they also did good actions with good three-pointers. We had problems to get a good offensive and defensive rhythm. The intensity made us to have problems when we shot some pointers. We got to the halftime with the feeling of not having played very good. At the second quarter, we could control the game a little bit more. Better defense, reading better the defense, we could run a little bit. But we were lacking that spark of controlling the game. However, we could control the advantage we had, even when they got closer at the end of the game. So a deserved win. We know Gran Canaria has a quality team, with a very physical team, with a good 3-point shooting. But we've been able to find positive situations. Before your question, Gustavo didn't play because he had some pain in the back. He tried to be on the game, but he realized that he couldn't. So any questions for Pablo? Pablo Noemi Fernandez, Real Madrid Televisión. Good evening, congrats. About Trey, a question about Trey. He's back. Felipe says this is great news. Have you talked to him? What did you tell him before the game and after the game, but it's a player who has not played for a while. It's normal that he was a little bit excited, anxious. So we've seen that he didn't have much rhythm in some offensive or defensive actions. It's not the same being, well, physically speaking, but he had good stats. He made some points. This being positive, mainly in a game that this was necessary for the team because Gustavo couldn't play tonight. Kush too. So we had to change positions in this regard. And I think he's done good games. And we're very happy that he's back in the team's dynamics. Pablo, good evening. A question about Olympiacos. Will this be the year when they have changed the most, given that they have changed the head coach? I would say yes and no, and I will explain why. When a new head coach arrives, besides David's personality, well, this is a team that makes use of more players. They have Gosh, a very creative player, and they want to position Pima, that provides them rotations, 2 forwards, in addition to Papanikolaou. So it's normal that the team has changed with the head coach and with new arrivals, with the new players. What doesn't change that Príntesis and Spanoulis are still decisive players for them. David, he's a great head coach, and he knows that when you see them playing. Spanoulis is always Spanoulis. He still has his options, his actions, pick and roll, his one-on-one shots. They still have this. This is normal. But it is true that you see a difference compared to previous seasons. This is normal with the arrival of a new head coach. More questions? Good evening, Pablo. Sergio, Deportes Madrid. A question about Prepelic. Besides his score, how did you assess his game in a different position that compared to the one where he normally plays, given Sergio's injury? If you say that Prepelic played well, I don't think he didn't play that well. He has great qualities. He's done a good offensive game. He has a quality enough to play in different positions, but I think he suffered the most in defensive situations. There he has to get used to the team. This is not the first time I say this. This is the way he has to evolve. I'm happy that you say that Prepelic did a good game. When you ask that if you say that he played a bad game, maybe I don't think the same. But today you think he played a good game. That's your view. I respect it. But I think that he did a good game. It was a difficult situation for him. But however, I think that he could have done better things today. Is that okay? Last question. Pablo, congrats on your victory. Javier Hernández Lillo, tercer equipo. I'd like to know if Jules, who is a very important player for you and for the team, won't play in the next 2 games, or will he be recovered for these 2 games? And what can be the impact of Jules' injury during these 2 games? If Jules doesn't play, this always has an impact on us. He's a very transcendent and very important player. He's respected by everyone. He can make points. He's been playing in the team during a long time. And for us, he's essential. So if he doesn't play, that has a very important impact for us. Regarding whether he's going to play on Wednesday or on Sunday, I would answer that I wish he would play, but I think it's difficult Thank you. Good evening.
And some house slippers, Dookie Brown leather jacket that I found. Dig it. They had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket.